All right, another video, another day. This is C.B Smallwood with 100 Days of Making Comics. And we are in, I think, day four. Day four. And it's going pretty good so far, I think. And I guess what I want to do with this video is kind of update everybody, kind of where I'm at with everything. And yeah, go from there. Well, first of all, I'm doing Spider-Man. Why am I drawing Spider-Man? Well, for fun. I'm drawing Spider-Man for fun. I could also kind of get a gist of how Spider-Man moves. He's not a character I typically draw a lot of. And I also want to find my own little ways to draw Spider-Man and continue to refine that. If you ever notice, like, Spider-Man is one of these characters that not too many artists can really differentiate themselves from. You know, you kind of have to do your backgrounds different and the other characters around Spider-Man different. Because I don't know if most of you will agree with this or not, but there's only so many ways that you can render Spider-Man. Because typically his costume has a lot of blacks in it, and then there's the webbing. But other than his body, how you draw the body, and the way you play with his eyes and the webbing, that's kind of like your three go-to things to differentiate the way you draw Spider-Man. Now, some people, like, I think Chris Bachalo, is that right? Did I say that right? Probably not, but he's the guy who used to draw Generation X like forever. Well, not forever, but forever ago. And he's also known for his work on X-Men. He did a short stint on Spider-Man. But the way he rendered Spider-Man is basically he made it kind of look like a kid in a suit, which I thought was pretty cool. Anyway, doing pretty good. I haven't quite got everything all figured out yet or nothing like that. But I am making progress. Overall, you know, I am drawing every day for at least 30 minutes. I will say, though, that this whole experience of uploading videos as part of this 30-day challenge is it's not necessarily difficult for me, but it's not easy either, because I spend more time recording video, editing video, and that sort of thing, instead of actually drawing, which that's kind of in a negative. So I think my next goal over the coming months is to streamline this process and make it so that I can upload more quickly and I can devote more time to actually, you know, drawing. Let's see, what else is going on that'd be of interest to many of you? Well, first of all, before going any further, I really want to say thank you for everybody that's taken the time to click like on the videos, which I'm not sure if I got any actual likes yet. I think I got one like. I got one like so far, guys. One like. I'm not that terrible. Come on. But I have got 3 subscribers, moving up in the world. I love it. But I appreciate every single like, every single comment, every single subscriber that I get, you know, because even though it may seem trivial, every person that takes the time out of their day to even like, subscribe, comment, or any of those things really makes my day, and it makes doing this, this 100 days of drawing comics that much better, that much sweeter, you know. Because who wants to go through all this work of, you know, making these videos and uploading them and that sort of thing, just to have, you know, people not watch them? I mean, that would suck, at least to me anyway. But everything's going good so far. If you watched the last video, I posted basically my progress of my own original comic art creation. Comic art creation. What kind of phrase is that? That's weird. But anyway, my own original comic, and it's coming along pretty good. I'm about 5 or 6 pages in, and I, kind of like plotting the pages out and getting it figured out. I think once I get the first 10 or 12 pages plotted and drawed, when I say drawed, I mean sketched. When I get the first 10 or 12 pages drawed or sketched, I'm going to start actually transferring a lot of that stuff over to like the 11 by 17 paper that I use to draw my stuff on. And I really like to sketch stuff out before I actually commit to drawing it seriously, because I can work out a lot of the kinks and things, and I don't have to take stuff so seriously when I sketch it. Like with the webbing that I'm doing here, I'm not worried about it looking perfect. And honestly, I think even if I drew this on 11 by 17, I probably wouldn't pay much attention to the webbing anyway. I've been told sarcastically online that my webbing is very interesting. That was their nice way of saying it's very crappy. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's I have a short attention span, and I just drawing all that webbing seems monotonous to me. But then again, that's what makes Spider-Man Spider-Man is his webbing. So I guess you can't really cut corners. But maybe I do. To each their own, sort of thing. And let's see. This right through here is going to be one of these big Todd McFarlane, Eric Larson webs. And what time I'm talking about things here, what is all of you, the viewers, what's your favorite Spider-Man artist? Who do you think really does an excellent Spider-Man? Now, I do like Todd McFarlane. He brought a lot to the book. But me personally, I think I like Eric Larson's Spider-Man take better. I thought he did an excellent job. I mean, do you agree? Do you think Eric Larson did a better Spider-Man than the Todd father? And, if there's anybody that's watching this that's not necessarily comic book savvy, those Spider-Man books by Todd McFarlane and Eric Larson are really, I guess you would call them the go-to books for reading Spider-Man. So if you can find those in the back issue bin, and if anybody wants to do that, that's not familiar with comics, then look up Todd McFarlane and Eric Larson on their Wikipedia. They have Wikipedia pages, and kind of try to see if they give you the issue numbers for the issues that they drawed of Amazing Spider-Man and such and so forth, And I think it'd be worth your time. And really, you might not even have to do that. You could probably get some trade paperbacks from Amazon or your local comic store. But anyway, I like Eric Larson's take. Todd McFarlane's was cool too. I kind of feel like Eric Larson might be a little bit more consistent with his art on the book. And I feel like I'm ruffling some feathers when I say that, but that's how I feel personally. That doesn't mean that it's accurate or anything like that. But let's get back to the case on hand. I like to drop a lot of artist names for some reason whenever I do these videos. I mentioned Mark Silvestri, Sam Keith, Todd McFarlane, Eric Larson, Arthur Adams in the last couple of videos. These are all people that at one point or another are artistic heroes of mine, or influences. And there's a lot more, like Dale Keown and Jim Lee and anybody you can think of. Basically, to sum it up, the Image founders. Hmm. You know, I tell you something else. What time I'm working on this little video update is I really like this thing that artists are doing in their little sketches. They do like let's see here. I think I'll do it like this. They do like this little frame thing in the back of the characters, like a square. Sometimes it's kind of long, fat, you know, different shapes, rectangle. And it has an interesting effect of making a character pop on a otherwise, you know, blank page. I like that, and that's something that I've been trying to incorporate the last year or two into my art. And I don't know if it really works well for me, but I enjoy doing it or attempting it. And let's see here. Oh, this webbing's getting all mangled. Oh, whatever. Um, oh, yeah, it's getting serious now. And the thing I like about sketches is I don't have to take them seriously, you know. It's a sketch, you know, it's just something I enjoy doing, you know. Now, sometimes when a sketch comes out and it starts actually looking really cool, that's where I start having trouble, because then I quit having fun and it turns into a job because you don't want to mess your sketch up, you know. You ever do that? Do you ever draw something and you're not really taking it seriously, and then once you get so far into it, it starts looking really good because you're actually honestly having fun with it, and then the more you start to notice it, the less fun it becomes because you start trying to work harder to keep the whatever it is that makes it cool. And, you know, it's a hard thing to do, you know. I mean, like, you want to stay creative whenever you draw stuff. You don't want to get too caught up in worrying about how something looks. But then again, that is an issue. I mean, you don't want to draw something that sucks. I mean, just to be blunt, I don't like what I did there, but whatever. Going to leave it. No, I'm not going to leave it. That's terrible. Oh, man. I think I'll butt him up right here. This is his tush. And this would be like part of his other leg. There we go. I think sort of fixed it. Maybe it wasn't all together to begin with, but whatever. But anyway, the 100 days challenge is going pretty good. I'm having to balance fatherhood. I think I'm doing reasonably well with that. We'll have to ask my infant son, you know, how he feels about that. And, you know, for any of you that watched my earlier videos, I said that I was unemployed here recently. That was by choice because, you know, you get tired of working for other people to make their lives wonderful, doing a job that you have absolutely zero interest in. And I understand that's life. I really do. But this is my passion, you know. And, you know, I understand I have a long way to go before this passion is a career. But this is my passion, you know. And it kills my soul to have to every single day go and do these jobs, work these jobs that are soul crushing. You know, that's about the best way I can sum it up. And I really appreciate all my past employers for all the work I've ever gotten or ever received and being employed and stuff. So don't take it out of context. But I don't know. if your dream is to be a comic book artist, right? And that's all you want to do for the most part. And life works out in such a way to where you're not a comic book artist. I mean, how do you reconcile that? You know, how do you deal with that? And I don't think I've dealt with it too well. I mean, I've been a good sport about it. But times are changing. And I'm working really hard to change that, you know, reasonably. Balancing both my responsibilities as a husband and as a father. But it's not easy, you know. But anything worth doing is not easy. Like drawing Spider-Man's webbing, like having a camera between your legs, what time you're drawing, and you got your left hand like wrapped around a tripod. Oh boy. But, you know, all kidding aside, you know, nothing worth doing in life comes easy, you know. And I guess, you know, once you finally accomplish whatever it is that you set out to do, it makes it that much more sweeter, you know. And while I'm at it, why in the world am I sketching this whole thing with a Sharpie? Because I got my ink pen here. I'll go back over it later. But I think I'm going to wrap this video up. I really appreciate everybody sticking with me on this journey, for all the likes and subscribes that I've gotten so far. I'm going to try my best to stay committed to this. I'm going to be, I've already started job hunting, and so that possibly could interfere with me being able to upload these videos. Besides my other duties as both a husband and a father. So I'm going to try really, really hard, guys, to stay committed to this and upload a video every day, you know, and draw for at least 30 minutes a day. But if I want to be a comic book artist, that's what it's going to take anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I think it's time to wrap this video up. If you like this video, please click like. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, or what have you, you know, please. Oh, I messed that up. Please comment below, and I look forward to hearing from all of you. And hopefully, I'll upload another video tomorrow. Until next time, this is C.B Smallwood. And you're watching 100 Days of Making Comics.